Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I am going to share my completed pages for May. I had to think then, I thought is it May or June, but yeah, for May I completed 9 pages. One of them is a PDF. So that's quite an alright number for me, and if you look, a few of the pages are fairly detailed, so yeah, it did take me a while. So Kitty says hello. I have got an extra light on, a different light actually. I'm not sure if it's still bright enough. I hope it is. I need to get the brightness right. I'm hoping to get, I am looking at some other additional lighting to sort of make the lighting better. But yeah, Kitty says hello and let's get started. So the first picture we're going to start with the PDF. So this is a print by Raider Prints. I think it's Raider Prints. So it's a colouring page by Raider Prints on Etsy that I got a while ago, and I decided to try out the new Paul Rubens Ulan 24 watercolour paint set. So I did the background. In fact, most of this colouring page is with the Ulan watercolours, and I'm really pleased with how pigmented they are. They're absolutely gorgeous, really pigmented. The house itself is also using those paints, and then on top I used a little bit of watercolour pencil as well, which worked really well. So this is actually on, you can see that I for some reason I was just checking the printing out on my printer, and I'd cancelled it so it stopped printing, but I just thought I'd use the other side instead. But this is the, I hope you can see, is the glittery Paul Rubens watercolour paper which they sent me. I hope you can see the glitter. I mean, I can see it when I tilt it in the light, but yeah, it's really stunning watercolour paper. I haven't actually seen glittery watercolour paper anywhere else. So what else did I use? I used some metallic watercolour paints as usual. These ones are the unicorn watercolour paints from Lizzie's Watercolour Studio in the UK, which are beautiful, unique paints. And then I've got some other watercolour paints by the Art Spirits as well on here. And of course, this is all, majority of this is the Ulan paints, and you can see how vivid and vibrant it is. I did use some of my acrylic pens to go around some of the details, but I think my acrylic pen nib is a little bit too thick. Even the brush, I was struggling with trying to get a fine point. I am after some fine point acrylic paint pens actually, but yeah, quite happy with this, with how it's come out. So that's that one. It's the first one, and then some more watercolour, because never can have enough of watercolour. So Woodland watercolour by Claire Teresa Gray. So this one is this page here, which is one of the earlier pages that I did. So bring you in a little bit. So I did use a bag on the background, the Madison Light Wish watercolour paints, which worked really well. So the Madison watercolour paints, which were also sent to me, and the Kuretake Zig Rail Brush pens on quite a lot of the details. I purchased those from Amazon Japan. I already had a set, a 60 set from many years back, but I decided to supplement that set with some of the new colours. Caran d'Ache palette was basically how I lifted the colour using the Zig Rail brush pens. The Jane Davenport Mermaid markers, unicorn paints, the Spectrum Noir sparkle pens, the background here that you can see with the stars, that's the Stickles glitter gel, that's the Aquarius one, and I used some Artex acrylic markers for the outlining on some of the details. Definitely getting into acrylic pens, which is not a good thing really, because that means my wallet is going to be lighter. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this came out. So that this blue here that you can see on the butterfly's body, and the purple, that's the actual Spectrum Noir sparkle pens, which I've had for quite a while, but I don't often use, and I think I'm going to use them a bit more because they do look stunningly glittery. So yeah, that's that. And the paper held up really well because of course this is watercolour paper, but yeah, definitely want to colour in this book more. So it was a combination of Zig brush pens really and watercolour as well. So that's that one. And then A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo, of course. So the one I did in here was, let's have a look. So this one, yep, this one appealed to me, and so I coloured this one. So with this one, I have done a stencil background. In fact, I've written some stuff down. I used the mica magic powders for the background, then gel crayon and stencil, which were the King Art gel crayons, and then the Decor Art Enchanted shimmer in magenta, and I put that all on top of the background, and it did a double job of sealing it as well, so then the mica powder doesn't rub off. So it was like a twofold thing to use it. It gives a shimmer to the background, which I really like, but also seals the powder as well, the mica magic powder. I use the pencils that I used on here, a range. I always use a range of pencils because there's always a few shades in some sets that I don't find in others. So the Arteza Expert worked really well on Lulu Mayo paper. I used the Holbein Pastels shades, the Chroma Flow 72 and the Colour Soft as well, which all worked really nice. I still haven't purchased the Chroma Flow 150 set. It is something that I want to purchase, but I'm holding off for a little bit just because, well, they are quite expensive. So I thought I'd earn some examiner money and then I feel a little bit like I deserve it. So yeah, extra money and then I think I'll purchase them. And who knows, on is it that sale that they have in July, Amazon, they might go down a little bit, so we'll see. There's no rush, got plenty of pencils to keep me busy until then. So Enchanted Galaxies was the next one. Now this is an awesome book. By the way, I'm sorry for the noise, it's just this little thing on my top, on my sleeve, that keeps sort of making noise against the table. So Enchanted Galaxies is an absolutely gorgeous book by Alexandra Zakharakouras, and she's got some other books as well which I've had my eye on, but we'll see. And then I basically pre-prepared this page with satin glazing liquid just because I haven't pre-prepared pages for absolutely ages. So I pre-prepared 3 pages. This is one of them. Oh, this is a double page obviously, and so that I could use watercolour. Now there were some weird effects because this is such thin Amazon printed paper. I ended up getting some, I don't know, some weird effects here. As you can see, these sort of weird things going on, but it doesn't detract from the page. I think it just adds to it, so I'm quite happy with how it's come out, really, to be honest. So yeah, what did I use on here? I used so many different mediums, guys. I used I've only got a small set of what are they, the Schminke watercolours, you know, the super granulating ones. So I think I've got it's not the Shire set, it's another one, this one here, and then I've added these 3 as from open stock from Jackson's a while ago, but I absolutely love them. I love super granulation paints, and I'm definitely going to purchase more of them when I've earned some money, extra money. I'm gonna buy them. So yeah, those I've used here on the clouds, and then what else did I use? I used I think I used some Zig watercolour brush pens as well, because I just recently bought them. And these are the weird effects I was talking about. It's just where you put the fluid on, it doesn't maybe spread as well, but it doesn't bother me too much. On the thicker paper, you don't, you know, it doesn't do that, which is good. Lots of white. Actually, this white that I've used to go around the clouds is actually this De La Rowney bleed proof white, and it's a cheaper version than the, is it Dr. P.H. Martin's or something like that, which is more expensive. I got this one from Jackson's Art just because it was as cheaper. I think it was half the price of the Dr. P.H. Martin's white, bleed proof white, so I just got that. And instead, and I really wanted it to show up like really bright white, and it does show up really bright white, so it's done the job, I think. Lots of metallic paints, watercolor pencils, watercolor markers, loads of different things. I can't remember what I used. I think for the background here I've used some sort of metallic paint as well. Can't remember which one, but I am really pleased with it. It was so fun. Sometimes you just want a fun double page like this, and it sort of satisfies you. Lots of gel pen here, as you can see, to make the, like, it's the lights are on inside the ship. But yeah, you it is sort of single-sided, this. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one. So hope to do more in this one. But yeah, you can see, if I bring it closer, lots of sparkly stuff going on. Okay, that's it. Next one, another page that I pre-prepared was in Magic Jars. Again, this is a really thin paper book because it's by Colouring Heaven, but I just wanted to pre-prepare a page, so I did, and I did this one. Now this one is okay, but I don't love it, and the reason why is because what I should have done is this cloud should have been a different colour to the background, or the background should have been a different colour to the cloud, because I think it blends in a little bit, and that's not really what I wanted it to do, you know, in retrospect. So this pen here that I've gone, well, it's not actually a pen, it's watercolour paint. It sort of defines it a little bit, but you still have to sort of tilt it in the light to see the difference. But I like how I've done the rain, I like how I've done these bubbles. It was okay. I enjoyed doing the background. I did use the granulation paint again, I think, but this time it was the White Nights. So not the Schminke one, because I haven't got these colours in the Schminke one. I've only got a few. Used the acrylic marker pens. Again, I want the fine tipped ones that I'm going to hope to buy. But yeah, I quite like this. It is a fun page. Like I said, I did pre-prepare it with satin glazing liquid and let it dry for over, like, did 2 coats and then let it dry overnight, and then used paint on it. And you can see there are some weird effects here at the edge, which just adds to the picture. I think it's fine. So yeah. So that's that one, Magic Jars. And then next one, the Polar Bear book, which is so cute. Did I write the name of this inside? Probably didn't, knowing me, no. But anyway, it's this latest one in the Yuri sort of series. So this is the one that I did, which is, I don't even know what to call it really. It's like, I don't know, it's like a strange tortoise with crystals on it. But anyway, it was so fun to do this. I am really pleased with how I've done the crystals. I did use some inspiration from the Colourist Special Effects books by Helen Elliston, and then put my own little twist on it. I like how I have done the cave, and the colours I've used, and I like how I've done my little creature here. But yeah, quite like this one. Really, really fun to work on, have to say. Can't remember what pencils I used because I didn't write it down for this page, unfortunately. But yeah, it's, I think I've got a little bit of a video on how to colour the crystals in one of my update videos. So not the May update, it might be April update, colouring update. So yeah, but yeah, quite like that one. I definitely want to do more in this book because it's so beautiful. Just love the artwork in these foreign books. They are stunning. The paper's lovely to work on as well, but yeah, really pleased with that. So that's that one. Almost there, guys, just 3 more books. So this one, Shangri-La, by Alessandra Fusi, and I did the one I did in this one, well, that was last month, that was in April. So where's the other one? There it is. Right, this one. Right, I am quite pleased with this one. What did I use though? I used some sort of watercolour. Did I use watercolour pencils in the background? Actually, this is a pre-prepared page. I'm just looking at it and I've reminded myself. It's a pre-prepared page. I did use satin glazing liquid on it, and then I used watercolour pencils. Yeah, definitely pre-prepared. And yeah, then I used Helen Elliston's book to give me some inspiration for how to do these clocks. So I used some of her ideas in that one, and then freestyle for some of it. And then I looked at Helen Elliston's how to do the marble. So mine doesn't look massively marble-like because I sort of did my own thing with it again. And then the trees, I sort of silhouetted them with silver acrylic paint marker. That's just watercolour paint. I think I used the Art Spirits a midnight blue colour, I think, and then some glitter on top. But yeah, I am quite pleased with how this has come out. I have to say, I like the colours I've used. I want to experiment more with greys and, you know, these earthy muted tones, because I think they can give you such a beautiful sophisticated effect. I really want to buy a set of grey pencils that I can just keep out on my desk, because I think it's the tones of grey can add to other colours, I think. So that is one of the things I'm looking for, but I've only found some in the Kohinoor range where they sell the separate greys and earth tones, so I'm not sure. I might get them. So yeah, I quite like it. Blending on this paper was really good, and putting the satin glazing liquid on this thicker paper was much better, and you get a much smoother effect. I mean, this paper is good quality, so you could use your watercolour directly on it, but you get a better result in my view if you pre-prepare it with satin glazing liquids. It's definitely, the colours are definitely more blendable on the paper with this coat, pre-prepared glazing liquid coat on it. So that's that one. I'd say this is one of my favourites this month. Definitely. Should I put that over that? So yeah, I don't know if this was on there really, but anyway, it's going on there now. And then a fun page in Doodle Worlds is this one. So this one is by Angela Porter. It's not a new book, but it's new to me because I only bought it recently, and I had lots of fun with markers and gel pens. It was so much fun with the markers and the gel pens. I used various different types of markers and gel pens, alcohol markers, water-based markers, and loads of different types of gel pens. So fun to do. I used lots of colour changing markers. You can see majority of it is actually alcohol marker. I don't think I used any pencil, to be honest. No pencil on here, which is very, very rare for me. Yeah, I can't see no pencil. But isn't it lovely? I mean, I love these detail pages. I really like it. Lots of white Posca as well in places. But such a fun page to do. Takes a while, but you know, it's always worth it. I love my detail pages. If you follow my channel, you know I love detail pages. But yeah, so fun. And then my last page, which is absolutely my favourite page without question this month. I cannot wait to work in this book again because it is just so fun, and I cannot wait. So in July and August I'm hoping to colour in this book again. Just very busy in June, so I didn't bother, but this is the page I did, and it took ages, as you might imagine. It took a while. I did use the what is it, the Down to the Woods. If you go down to the woods, here it is, wait a minute, let me get it down here. Right, this one, I did use the inspiration from this book for this, and especially how to do this background. Can you see this bit here? All of this was white in the background, and I put my own trees in, and the leaves and the branches, and same here as well. It was all white, so I used the inspiration page to put that in. I was quite nervous about doing it because I'm not a good drawer, and then also making all this, and I did use my chalk pastel pencils so I could get this blurry look. Yeah, blurry look at the back. But yeah, that I was pleased with myself because I managed to do that. I was quite impressed actually with myself because I didn't think it'd be possible. But anyway, the pencils I used on here, which I found the best, were the Pablo's. Work absolutely beautifully. The Polychromos work stunningly. So I used Pablo's, Faber-Castell Polychromos. They were the two main ones. I used Staedtler Triplus fine liners, just to bring out details in the fur mainly and on the trees. Gel pens. I don't think there's any paint on here because I just used glittery gel pens instead. Yeah, that's it really. Those are the main mediums I used. The Lightfast and the Caran d'Ache Luminance I only used to get some dark shades where I wanted to, because they've got beautiful dark pencils, dark shady pencils. And then this bottom bit I just in fact I should have gone over this with black, but I didn't, forgot. I used my King Art gel crayons for this and thought it looked nice, just, you know, rather than keep it white, I thought I'd keep it in with the picture and make it green. And then I coloured these little bits and bobs here. But I have to say, it is so fun colouring on here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be great if this was bigger, but because it's smaller, you can get away with mistakes easier. And also, it's fine, do you know what I mean? When it's done, it looks stunning. So this is definitely my favourite page this month. Had so much fun colouring it, and do you know what? I hope she brings out more books, colouring books like this, because they are great. So, you know, again, I'm going to thank Lucy from Lucy Just Had to Colour, and Zoe from Addicted to Colouring, because without them I would have not known about this colouring book, and without Zoe I wouldn't have known about this book either, because I think having this as a, where is it? Having this as a guide makes it less daunting, because you can work out, you know, what to do. So all of this bit here at the back was all blank, and because it's much smaller, it is a little bit challenging sometimes to get it right, but you just try, don't you, I guess. So yeah, that is definitely my favourite page without question. It is what I'm really proud of this month, and I can't wait to work in this book again. So guys, until next time, take care, happy colouring. Let me know which is your favourite page from this month, and until next time, take care, happy colouring, bye.